show is all about work. And on the phone, I have a mentor, someone that I respect so much, someone who has always supported my endeavors here in Denver, Colorado. And I've had many endeavors, and I can always count on Carla Ladd and the Denver Black Pages. Hey, Carla.
Hey, Cheryl.
How
you
doing?
Are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we've got a little distortion, but I think it's in the line. Yeah, okay. Okay, but thank you.
Am I too loud for you?
No, you're good. You just come on in, honey. Welcome to the studio. Even though you're calling in.
I'm excited for you. I'm so happy to be on your show, and congratulations on it, and welcome back to Colorado. I'm so happy you're here. I can't stand it.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be home. For those listening in, I just moved back home after 5 years of being on the road and trying all of the different things I tried. I went to New York, and then I moved back to Atlanta, and now I'm back in Colorado. But, Carla, I wanted to have you on the show because I wanted to talk about entrepreneurship, and I want to talk about the importance of relationships in business. And you, not only are you do you have the Denver Black Pages, but you also every year do the Mountain Region Black Economic Summit, in which you bring some of the greatest minds in business right here to Denver, Colorado. And I feel like you know something about this. So can you just give my listeners a little background on how you got started, and then let's jump in talking about these relationships.
Sure thing. I'd be happy to share how I got started with Denver Black Pages. I was actually working as a systems engineer for Lockheed Martin, and I started it back in 2002. So I've been at this a little while now. And the reason why I started it was really out of a need that I had to connect with Denver's African-American community. And don't ask me why at this particular point, because I had already been here 6 years at that time. Mm-hmm. But I just felt like I wasn't getting enough of our community. So, my intent was to just start a page where people could go and see what was going on in the community. I'd hear about a concert or something on the radio. I'd hear it one time, probably 2 days before the concert when all the good tickets were gone. And so I started the page really just to kind of put the information out there for people. And then it just kind of grew from there, grew into a business directory, people with DCPA would advertise with me. So it became its own business. I didn't start out as it started as a business per se because I had a full-time job. Mm-hmm. But I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, so that's where it headed towards.
I love it. And then how did the Mountain Region Black Economic Summit start? Well,
that came out of one of my advisory board meetings. We had a strategic planning session, and our goal was to determine what do we do more in the community. We had already started doing networking events, our Strictly Biz networking events, and so we wanted to do something bigger on a larger scale so that more people could come. We could have a more regional feel. And so that the Mountain Region, and now it's the Mountain Region Business Economic Summit, was born from that strategic planning session. So we've been doing that since 2005. We skipped 1 year in 2011, but so we're on track for our 11th annual Mountain Region Business Economic Summit on June 3rd of 2016.
I love it. And I moved back home because I knew that everything that I wanted to do for my career, I needed the relationships that I had here at home to do it. The relationship that I had with KUHS Denver, the relationship that I had with Volunteers of America, the relationship that I had with ARC Thrift Store, because I knew that Bargain Queen was the direction that I really wanted to point myself into. But can you just speak on that? We've got a few minutes. Can you just speak on the importance of building relationships in business?
Absolutely. You are the queen of building relationships, Cheryl, and I've learned so much from you just watching your posts, just being around you. I've learned so much. But one thing I have learned just being out in this community trying to do business is that people do business with those they have relationships with. It's very important to not just, right off the bat ask for business. You have to establish some sort of relationship with people. That's the only way that the Denver Black Pages has grown and the Mountain Region Business Economic Summit has grown is through establishing relationships with corporate people, corporate sponsors, our registrants. We've taken time to really build relationships with people prior to, asking for business or trying to conduct this with them. Mm-hmm. It's important because, sometimes you might find that once you've established a relationship that the business connection may not be there.
Right.
And so, but you can always connect with people to find that out and find out mostly what you can do to support their business, not necessarily what they can do for you. And you're very good at, Daryl, how you look first to help someone else.
Well, I think that reciprocity thing, that's that reciprocity,
absolutely.
When you give, and this is what this show is about, because I'm a believer that when you give, you're instantly blessed just in the giving. You know what I mean? And so then once you give, then it comes back.
It does. It does that. I mean, there have been several instances where I've asked you, Sheryl, I need your help. I need you to, sing for me. I need to do this for me. And without hesitation, you stepped up to do that. And that's why whatever you ask of me, how can I say no? You've established that, you would do for me, and so I have to do for you. And I want to do for you, not just have to, but I want to reciprocate. And that's the way it is most times with people in general. They don't mind reciprocating. When they know you care about them, they're going to reciprocate.
Well, I love it. Well, Carla, do me a favor. Give me all of your websites where people can reach you, how they can be a part of it. I know I went on your MRBES site, and I know you don't have all of the information there, but give the listeners some information on how they can support you in your efforts.
Absolutely. Well, they can email me, first of all. Email me at info@denverblackpages.com and the website, denverblackpages.com. We're going through a major overhaul, so most of the information out there is not up to date, but it will be soon. The MRBES.org website, we are making the changes to that as well to get the registration information up and to really make some announcements as to the coming event on June 3rd. So it's MRBES.org and denverblackpages.com. And visit us on Facebook as well. We have Facebook pages, denverblackpages.com and MRBES Success Summit.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It meant a lot to me to get you on early, girl. And
I appreciate you, Sheryl. I really do. And I'm so glad you're back in town.
Okay. Thank you, Carla. I'll see you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Take good care of yourself.
All right.